Hello and welcome to a second video of Gunsmithing with Bob. I just recently traded for this. It's an Uberti 1873, Italian manufacturer. They're beautiful guns, very well made. This is the second one though I've owned in my life that's had the same problem. And there's definitely different ways to get around this. It shoots 45 Colt. I've made some dummy cartridges here, no powder, no primer. But I've got my little auto press horn today set up for 45, and instead of like dinking with it, this load's really accurate, so I don't want to mess with like the dies or anything, but there's just a little bit of a lip on the brass. And some factory loads I've encountered has had this too, and my Miroku 73, the Japanese Winchester, shoots them just fine, it's great, it's whatever, and this one shoots them well too. The problem though, with the little lip, and this is the second Uberti that I've had that has done this, so I don't know if it's a common problem with them or not, but I know the tolerances on these things are super tight, so you don't really have a whole lot of room to work with. But what happens is that little lip likes to catch on the barrel, on the breech, so you kind of gotta jimmy it.
Ow, my eye, fuck!
I could sit around and play with my dies and try and get a roll crimp on the edge, but that would be the more efficient way to do this, and definitely the cheaper way. But what I'm going to do is, instead of doing that, I'm going to take the barrel off and I'm going to hone the breech like a pre-64 Model 70 so it'll just glide right in. And I'll show you how to do that. Coming now! Finding out with the Italian manufacturers, Uberti and Pedersoli, out of Pedersoli Sharps, every single Italian gun I've ever owned or worked on, for some reason the barrels, like, they're just super hard to take off. I don't know if they put like invisible Loctite on it or something, but basically I'm just making a little circle in my wood blocks with the flat sides. So what I'm gonna do is take steel plates, put leather over them, and then take it off, put leather on the receiver. Also, a side note is, if you're gonna take Winchesters off, or a lot of lever actions in general, always just make sure the bolt's open when you take the barrel off, because there's a little notch there for the extractor. If you leave the bolt closed and it's fully in battery, you will rip that extractor right off. So after soaking this thing in Croil and letting it sit for about an hour or so, and a little bit of heat and a lot of cuss words, we are ready to start coning the barrel. Well, here we are back at the lab. Just getting ready to set the lathe over and change the tooling out to hone the barrel. So when it comes to octagon barrels and flats and circles on a steady rest, they don't get along. I mean, it's like literally just an edge on a circle. So I made a sleeve on that bad boy right there.
Don't put flats on rounds.
Now, honing the barrel, I'm going to take a dummy round and a grease pencil and trace along the head of the case to let myself to know I'm not going to go too far. The 45 Colt is what you would call a rimmed cartridge. Head space is off the rim. Basically, if you go too far, you go on the breech, whatever, the whole cartridge slides in, and then it's dicked, and you need a new barrel. Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Coned. Alright, so 4 fresh fake rounds loaded off the press just about 5 minutes ago. If they load, do that the whole run through, then we've got a good cone. So we'll see. Ooh, double load. Fuck me, dude. So the honing of the barrel worked perfect, but last video we had a major double feed and the extractor port is too shallow and it did not rip off the next round. Probably another Uberti thing. My Miroku, I hate to bring it up, but it's never done this. So I'm just guessing that the extractor tension is not strong enough, or it's not cut deep enough, or either way, we're gonna fix this. But damn, sucks to find shit out the hard way. Just gonna say this now, if you have the money, buy a Miroku. Alright, so second take after cutting the extractor port, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the worst roughneck reloads you'll ever see. See how these run. This loading gate, by the way, is gonna have to get redone. Oversprung spring. Damn. Thing is a nightmare. The thing about it is, you know, with the Ubertis and the Miroku Winchesters, like, Mirokus are definitely better than Ubertis. I'm not complaining about that at all. What I am saying, though, is like, they do not make guns like they used to. Holy shit. Like, you find me any 1920s Winchester that was ever a problem, and it isn't. I'm sorry. But like, even the new Ruger Marlins, which like are the best made modern gun, they are so good. Like, Henrys are good. Ruger Marlins are good. They are just awesome guns. But like, they do not hold a fucking candle to a 1920s Winchester. Bam! 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 Alright, cool. Fucking done.
Ooh, that needs to be lightened. Now let's look up shit stuff. Remember, kids, the first was always where'd the screw go? Always what? What is it? Ah, there it is. There we go. Dipshit. Stay. Stay. Ooh, ah! Alright, yeah, they're fake. Gotta do that, otherwise YouTube's gonna get pissy. That's why I use Rumble. There we go. Tits. Yeah, that was a fun little project. Burglar? No.